Hi, and today, my students, we're going to create a character that we're going to create a character that we call Octoboy. So this character is like a anamorphic creature that is resembling an octopus, but it's a little bit cartoonish. But no worries, this is a good exercise that we can do so that we'll be able to flex our artistic muscles and we'll be able to create some of the parts here so that we can make that. First, we're going to make the custom shape by using the this tool that we just used a while ago, the pen tool here. Now, after using the pen tool, we're just going to make just a few adjustments here so that we'll be able to make the best shape for the Octoboy shape here. First, we're going to choose a particular color that will be pleasant to the eyes, but not so irritating to most viewers that we're going to show this. But this color will be a good type of color that we can use so that we'll be able to convey the sense of being for the Octoboy creature. Okay, now we're going to create the eyes. Now we're going to turn it white. Okay, there. Perfect. Now we're going to place this eyes here at the portion of, well, this is the shape of the head of the Octoboy creature, or this anamorphic cartoon of octopus that we're just going to make. Now afterwards we're going to create the stroke shape of this Octoboy character. Now we're just going to lower the width of the outline so that we'll be able to gradually make the shape of the Octoboy eye. Now, okay. Now we're going to duplicate this that we just did the same way they did it on the few sessions that we have in creating this. Now, afterwards, we're going to create the Octoboy mouth, but it seems that this mouth here is not doing us any good. So, okay, now we're just going to change. Okay, we're just going to make the eye first instead. Now we're just going to make this style shape of a squared eye for the Octoboy creation here. Now, okay, and then afterwards we're going to create the white reflecting portion of the eye. It really gives this sense of liveliness whenever we create this white reflection in the eye, because if you base it on real life references, there is in fact a reflection of the eye, because certain eyes, the eyes of everything on this earth, such as the organic eye of any animal or any human being, it has a reflective property when it comes to this. So you just imagine a glass spherical ball that is inside a socket of a particular skull or head. That's the same. It has the same reflective property of the eye as well. Now, okay, we're just going to create the mouth first, and we're going to make a few adjustments on the mouth so that it won't look like something weird shaped. Now, we're just going to move this a little bit so that we can make this sense of balance between the eye, the sense of balance of the mouth. Now, just going to choose the right color for this so that it won't. Okay, this one is too bright, so we're just going to look for something that is less intrusive for our eyesight. Now, next we'll be building the teeth. Now we're going to. Okay, this one is a little bit goofy for the teeth, so we're going to choose a different kind of style for this. Now we're just going to check. Now we're just going to use this pen again so that we'll be able to make the teeth. Well, it has always been one of the most useful tools that I use in Inkscape, this tool here. So now we're just going to adjust the teeth so that it would fit the property of the upper portion of the mouth first. Then we're going to duplicate it, move it to the right, and then afterwards we're going to duplicate once more. It's a repetition that you do, but it will serve some usefulness in this. Now we're going to adjust this to this shape here, but we have to merge it to a particular group first. Now, let's see. Now we're just going to build the lower portion of the mouth, but first it seems that we just have to make the adjustment when it comes to the shape. We just have to fit the teeth to the shape of the mouth here. There seems to be a little bit of misplacement on this part here. But no worries, we're just going to make some shapes right about here. Okay, there. Alright. Now, it will take some time to adjust some of the raggedness of the teeth here. Because I'm just interested in making the shape of the teeth a little bit better. But no worries. So we're just going to duplicate it and we're just going to shape it as best as possible instead. No worries. It's also, as I always said, trial and error when it comes to making the property of the mouth, because in trial and error you're able to learn what works and what doesn't work for this particular kind of thing. But as you can see, it's starting to take shape now. Now we're able to make the the uppercase teeth of the mouth. Now, since we have already made that, now we're going to start, or almost going to try to start with creating the lower teeth now on the bottom here. now we're going to build the teeth on the lower portion here. And okay, it's starting to look a little bit adorable now with all of that jagged teeth. And no worries, on the second portion, second part of the Octoboy lecture, we're going to make the tentacles afterwards. But first, we're just going to do the basic shape of the head and the teeth. First things first. Now we're going to... It appears there's a little bit of a dent on the side of Octoboy here. Now we're going to... Okay. Now we're going to make a little bit of adjustment there. Okay, there's a little bit of no dents now. Okay, there's already been some. Okay, now we're just going to fix a little bit more of that in this. We're just going to make the border lines. Okay, now we're going to put the teeth at the bottom of Octoboy. It seems it's not fitting too well. Now we're going to use, it's either we're going to adjust the shape itself or just going to use another kind of tool for this. But since, okay, now we're going to try to make this shape fit on the mouth so that we can create this type of style here. Okay. Now we're going to extend it above that one. Okay, it seems to be going well. And then, okay, now it's a little bit like it's jerking off. Okay, now let's do this. Okay, now. Alright, we're just going to make this alignment here. So just a little bit of fix so that it will fit the shape of the mouth. Okay. Now, we're going to give Octoboy a little bit of a smile, menacing teeth-like smile, but still adorable. Let's try to warp the shape so that it will work on our favor on making it making it shape the portion here properly. Alright, now we're just going to make the adjustments on the size here. Okay, it's fitting perfectly. Now, if we have any proportions here, we're just going to make a little bit changes. Okay, now, as for this triangle here, we can do the same, or we can just erase it. There. Perfect. Now we can just duplicate this and make it symmetrical. Perfect, perfect. Now, we're just going to flip it horizontally. And then we're going to rotate it a little bit so that it can fit the shape here. Alright. Almost done. Perfect. Now, just a few more adjustments to the teeth and the mouth so that we'll be able to give this a less inconvenient shape that looks like it's passing through the mouth, like it's a fractured bone or something. Now, alright. Perfect teeth. Now it's looking more menacing. Okay, just a little nudge. Okay. Okay, now we're almost done with this teeth. Just remember to always the best trick in order to master Inkscape or any editor is to always consistently use it and try to familiarize yourself with the tools and try to look at tutorials and courses such as this courses that I make. Try to study it thoroughly so that you'll be able to master it within 2 weeks. More familiar or more adept, as we say. Okay, now that we managed to create the teeth and the head, I'll see you in the next lecture, and happy designing once again.